Alright, we're actually recording with the real guest. So what's up, YouTube? This is the SixPacPod, and we got JOE / Brewed Up Joe / the Pint Player hanging out with us today. Well, just me, because Vince's work schedule is ridiculous. We need to figure out how to set up more mics and all that jazz. Have you had this beer before?
Yeah, I have. I think I got it off GoPuff for like 5 cents.
I need to learn. What's it called?
GoPuff.
GoPuff?
Basically, they do this thing called 5 cent sips. It's basically something like they just put out there for people to test and try. So they'll put a bunch of different stuff. You know, you can get up to 5 things. 5 things. You can't get like 5 of the same can or something.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get like 5 different things, but you get
It's 25 cents though.
You get 5 different things for 5 cents a piece. So usually they'll have crazy like seltzers and stuff like that, and then that's how I got to try those Goose Island, those bear thing, the bear IPAs.
Yeah, those are good though, man.
Yeah. So this was on there, so that's how I tried it.
Yeah, we're drinking the Brewhouse Brew IPA from Shiner because I wanted an IPA, and we got a different one down there too. But yeah, dude, I think I seen on Instagram or somewhere advertisement for it, but I think it just showed seltzers. I didn't see any beers. But it's called GoPuff?
Yeah, GoPuff.
Okay.
Let me know if you want to get on there or start an account. That way I get that. If I refer you, we both get, you know.
Oh, dude, just send it to me.
Yeah,
send me the link.
Get a little something.
Send me the link.
But it's cool, man. It's always, and plus they're like open real late, and so like they'll deliver you shit for like 3 a.m. type shit.
Dude, is it local here?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
and then
more intrigued now.
And then DoorDash actually has their own version of it too. It's called Dash Mart, and they're one of their locations is right there on Hemp Hill in the middle of the hood, right near Barry.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. like even if you order shit, they can say you can go there and actually pick it up, type shit. Like
that's what's up, man. All the ways we can buy beer now.
So for all your snack needs, go to DoorDash or use DoorDash or GoPuff and holla at me for a referral code, and then we'll get you hooked up.
Man, I need referral codes. I'm sponsored by a tattoo product company, but I never ordered any more product, and I still have some of it. And I used to, like, at the end of every podcast, like, plug it, and I think I made like $10 off of it. But maybe I need to figure out what my discount code is and start talking about that again.
Right? When was the last time you got a tattoo?
I got the gorilla touched up, and then I got this berserker thing done, and then I got my chest done.
Okay.
And I did. But that dude's like my uncle that does my tattoos. He actually went to school with my uncles. They used to break dance together. He's an old white dude.
Nice.
He's like part Indian, but man, his shop is full of like what is that? Taxidermy stuff where they stuff dead animals. And he's got all like these. It's like a museum in there of animal skeletons and stuff.
Okay, all this Dharma shit.
Yeah, man. So talk about explain with the new production company.
So my homie, who shall remain nameless until
he's ready.
Started a production company, Zone 26. Basically, it's graphic design, photography, music production,
everything,
branding, artist development. You know, the merchandising, the whole 9-5. Still in the growing stages, but you know, I'm helping kick it off. And you can find it on social media at Zone 26, like Zone number 2, spell out 6. And yeah, man, definitely follow that and watch it grow, man. It's it's gonna be something pretty dope, and he's pretty connected too. So
And he did the video, right?
yeah, he did
The fire freestyle.
yeah, he did the fire freestyle. So on my latest on my profile, Brewed Up Joe, that I just dropped a freestyle today called Fire. It was produced by DJ Pumbaa. If for those who don't know, he is Snow the Product's DJ. So he goes on tour with Snow the Product, and does all her live sets and stuff. And he produces for her and many other amazing artists. So you'll probably hear me on a lot more Pumbaa beats as well. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Man, we have been having some technical difficulties with the camera, so just want to make sure everything's still good. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna murder through these beers, but don't feel like you gotta kill yours.
I take my time.
I know. That's one of the things when on my birthday we were at Wild Acre, because me and my cousin Vincent, we just start plowing through beers, and it's a really bad habit. And he was like, "Hey man, your buddy Joe, he's taking his time," and I'm like, "That's just how he drinks though." And he goes, "Why don't we do that?" And I was like, "I don't know, dude. Maybe just the way that we've always drank is just like we'll try to get to that next one," which that's kind of like a alcoholic mentality. I feel like I need to address that.
The only way I'll drink it faster if it's like really delicious.
Really delicious.
Like or outrageously delicious. Like
unless you're shotgunning a hot dog seltzer.
Yeah, but like I mean, even if it is like, it doesn't mean I'm not drinking it, just as fast because it's not as delicious. Yeah. It's just like, if it's like really good and I really like how it tastes, I'll just like, I'll put it down. But like, I don't know, it's just like, just chill, man. Like I actually enjoy drinking the beer. I don't. Yeah. A lot of people I talk to, they're like, they really like choose. They literally just look at the ABV and be like, all right, I love that beer. I was like, no. I was like, that's it? Just because of the ABV? Just because it's high alcohol intake? I mean, I know a lot. I got a lot of friends who drink NA beers, like non-alcoholic beers, and like they like how it tastes. So it's just like, I feel like that's that's the true respect of the artistry of brewing. Yeah. The taste, the quality.
Do we have any NA beers here out of a brewery in Fort Worth? Because my dad, he's had some health issues.
There's plenty out there, but
I don't know if we have one here, like a NA beer from a brewery.
Not like I don't think from a local brewery.
Not local.
I know. Martin House has one on tap, but
yeah.
As far as like canning it, I don't know anyone who actually any local ones that can. If they do it's not in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
it's more like out east or something.
Yeah,
but they're out there. And, I'm sure you can just find it wherever.
Yeah. Maybe because I think I'm gonna look for my dad like some actual like a craft NA because
they got IPAs, NA stouts. They got they basically got every style. Just
I guess I just need to go to the liquor store and look for them. Cause
you can just go to Walmart and get them.
No, they're everywhere. The only ones I found at Walmart was like the Natty Light NAs, and then like
I think the first NA I ever saw was Coors, like a Coors NA. It was like a gold bronze can bottle or something.
Yeah, and then they got and Heineken, the Heineken 0.0. They got that one everywhere. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude. So, what's your favorite beer? Or is there a favorite beer?
I haven't found it yet.
Haven't found it.
I have my vibe. So when it's just like, I'll drink a lot of something at a time or something. But like, as far as like the perfect beer, I don't know. It's like trying to find a soulmate.
I love that. That's awesome. Put that on a t-shirt, bro. But for because I seen your fridge you posted on Instagram, and you said you like to have choices.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that was There was everything in there.
That was my plug fridge, man.
Oh,
Just like
there was. I mean, there was quad. There was Belgian quads. There was stouts. There was IPAs. Oh, there was a little bit of everything. I was like, man.
shout out to all my homies who hoard beer. Like they just hoard it. Like you get to their fridge, like you bring beer over as a good gesture, and they're like, you don't even have nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
But luckily it's wintertime. You can just leave it out. You know, it'll stay cool.
Yeah. The day before Thanksgiving, Winco had a sale on that Troy Aikman beer, that 8.
Yeah, hey.
And I really don't. If it's ice cold,
Ain't it called like Flight or some shit?
No,
It's just called 8. Oh yeah. What am I?
Flight is the Yingling.
Oh yeah,
light
you're right.
one.
You're right.
I like the Flight.
They have similar colors. That's why
They do that. Yeah.
That's why.
But that Troy Aikman beer was $3 for a 12-pack, and I was like, I bought 9, and
Fuck it.
because it was just like to have like you have a cookout at the house.
It's not too bad.
Ice cold is good, but once it gets like, if it gets a little room temp, like you held it too long, then yeah, I feel
I mean,
like nah.
Who's drinking room temp beer?
People drinking Guinness in England.
But I've been drinking more barrel aged shit, like stouts. Well, it's the season, stout season, so. Especially when we went to Panther Island.
Oh yeah,
their anniversary.
I need to get out to that Edgewise. Edgewise 8, right?
Yeah. Weatherford.
Weatherford, man, their beer was good, dude.
It's like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, it was good. And I mean, I'm not hating on Panther, but I liked the Edgewise beer more than I liked anything that I drank that Panther had on tap. That was just my flavor profile for the night.
They're part of their family. Like they're the owner's cousins. That's his cousins. And actually, he's the owner of Panther. He's from Weatherford.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. And then I drank an IPA when I first got there, Panther's IPA, and it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Did you try that Pina Colada Hazy Cat?
No, I didn't. Did they have it there that night?
Yeah.
Dang.
It was a Hazy Cat, but it was like Pina Colada. It was different, but it was good.
I always go to the Chiba Hut. And they always have Hazy Cat in a can there, and then they'll have a Voodoo Ranger on tap, and they usually have a Raw and Son on tap. But
yeah, last time I was there, they were like having a Smash Bros tournament behind them. Yeah, they had like on the TV that 2 guys playing Smash Bros on Switch. I was like, hell yeah,
dude, I want to see those slap fights in person.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
We need to bring that to Fort Worth.
I want Dank to put one together. Like, yo, Dank.
Oh, dude, that's what I was gonna say when you were talking about ABVs, high ABVs. We were at the Bearded Lady that night, and you did that set, and Dank was there, and me, Dank, and Chad were sitting there at that table. Dank goes through the beer list. He ordered like a 13.7 something. I think it was like a barley wine or a Belgian quad. And he drank it. He was like, I shouldn't have ordered that.
Yeah.
A
lot of places where he goes, where'd Joe be drinking? I'm going to get that.
Yeah, because when I went to that full Stepco show at the Post, and after he did the set, he was like, you hanging out? I was like, yeah. He's like, we went to the bar. He was like, would you get 3 mimosas? And I was like, he got me a mimosa, and he drank 2. And I was like, but I was ready to drink a Lone Star, but they used to not have all that beer at the Post. I remember the first time I went, and it was like Lone Star and Shiner. I
think I just drink Lone Star when I go there.
Yeah, but they got a lot more on the menu.
Either that, I think they have Yingling too. I'll drink Yingling.
I haven't drank Yingling in a long time.
I've been taking advantage of it ever since it came here. I was like, I'll just drink it all the time. That's one of those beers like I drink, and I just breeze through it without even knowing. I'm just like chilling. I'm like, damn, the can's empty already. Like, probably like 2 minutes passed.
I used to give my cousin a lot of crap about it, because he would be like, oh man, because he used to live in Virginia, and he would always talk about how good it was and how great it was. And then I went to New Orleans, and they have Yuengling in Louisiana, and we were supposed to bring back like 3 12 packs for people here in Fort Worth. We ended up bringing like 1 12-pack back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would just always give like it's just a beer. It's just a beer. Like when people from California were all excited about In and Out. That's how like there was a lot of hype. It's not a bad beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, but it's not my go-to either. I feel like when you say it like that, I just keep drinking. I feel like that was like Shiner.
You should try the Hershey's one.
I did. I tried the Hershey's one at I was at that Fuzzy Tacos on Berry, and I was like, nah, I don't want to
had
hold
it on
one.
tap or you had it on
It had it on tap.
Oh wow!
She gave me a shot glass. I just give me a shot glass. I just want to taste it. So it was good. I liked it. I just didn't want all that chocolate with tacos.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna go down right. But yeah. What are we talking about? Oh, the new project.
Loggers in the Lounge.
I do feel the difference in the vibe. Like it does feel like to me it felt like ride music, which is probably not good because you always rap about beer, and that's kind of my thing. But like I feel like it's like that late night tip, like I'm just rolling around,
Yeah,
and that's the vibe that I get.
That's basically the whole premise of it. Like something you could ride to, chill to, study to, relax to, tan to. Shit.
I'm gonna go tanning now.
Yeah, fucking all that jazz. Knit. You can knit to it.
Knit to it.
Yeah. All that. You know what I'm saying? Like read tarot cards to it, you know?
Bro, you got me with the Dahmer joke earlier. Now you talking about tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
Me and my cousin talked about religion the other day.
You can meditate to it.
Meditate to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just where I was at right now. It's just like, and then it was different, you know. And then it was different for me and the producer because he's big on just doing usual trap, like, you know, dark hip hop type stuff, and I'm just like, I was like, everybody's doing it, like, it's like
switch it up.
Yeah, I was like, what's something you haven't done? And then I was like, what's something I haven't really done? And then we just put it together, and then somehow put a couple videos together for it, and it was cool.
And ran with it.
You got a favorite song on there?
What's the Neighborhood song? Is that the name? That's the name of the song?
Neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah.
Neighborhood, yeah. Neighborhood's dope. It's definitely got some hidden bars in there.
Dude, I can still go back. I still go back on some of your old stuff or just on Apple Music, and I'm like, how did I hear this song like a lot of times, and then I'm sitting here like still hearing new stuff in the lyrics, and I'm like, okay.
That's what happens, man. It grows on you.
It grows on you, and then like certain stuff that didn't hit in your head the first time, like you're like, oh, okay. Like I didn't.
I kind of do that on purpose. Like,
I'm glad you do.
Yeah, because like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I was like the listeners, like I say, I rap for the listeners. Like a lot of people hear what I'm saying here, you know, but it's like I rap for the listeners. So it's like the ones that really rock with me, they're the ones that listen. So,
dude, the first time I met you, we're at Wald Acre, and you were, I think Lazy was there, and he was DJing in between sets, and then you had like the bucket hat on, and you were there, and bucket hat and sunglasses, and you were just kind of chilling over there, and then you started rapping, and I was like, oh man, they got a rapper. I was like, okay. I was like, hold on, this dude's rapping about beer. And I was like, all right. And then you had that shirt on, that Death Before Domestic shirt on. And I was like, that's a badass shirt. And that's the first time I ever met you, and we were sitting there talking. And then the next time I saw you was at Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
And then just started showing up to your gigs and hanging out and stuff and grabbing beers. I was mad the other night when I showed up all late at Fort Brewery because I was like, man, it's already late. I knew you had started at like 6.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, he goes up there and back and forth, and I was like, I'm still gonna show up. And you're like, oh man, you just missed the last set.
Yep. This lady was trying to get me doing one more. I was like, I'm out.
I was like, I'm done.
I'm out. Like, I was like, I'm tired. She was like, what? I was like, I just rapped for like 3 hours. Like, I did like 3 sets. Like, and like, I made sure to like go hard each one. So I was just like, man, it was cool, man. Everybody was out of their seat dancing and stuff, vibing. Like there was really like listening and and feeling it and like. I remember this little 8-year-old girl, 18-year-old girl. She walked up to me. She goes, I really like your music. I like what I hear, and you pronounce your words very well. And I was like, oh, I was just like, and then her mom bought her a hat. I autographed it. We took a photo. And, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, man. It was like that meant a lot. And then same with everybody else, man. Everybody showed love. There were, a lot of people wondering where I'm gonna perform next and stuff like that. So it was cool, man. It's just nice to connect with people and it was fun, man. I even danced. I danced with them. We had fun. Hopefully Fort Brewery will have us back. You know what I'm saying? Put in the work.
Everyone put in the work. Let's go back so I can actually show up on time. Apparently, I was supposed to get a hamburger from there because apparently someone told me their hamburgers are good, and I've never even eaten there, dude. That's the first time I've even been in that building.
I've always I saw the menu. I've always just got the pizza, like yeah, but hey,
they had that table set up too for the party. I almost grabbed one of those pizzas. I should have grabbed one.
Fuck it.
I think they just threw it all away anyway.
Yeah,
when they cleaned up.
Dang. And yeah, them people were just like, damn, can I get a to-go box?
I know, right?
Back this shit up. They just leave like a whole meal, couple meals up
there
there.
There was like almost 2 whole pizzas left, and then I was like, oh man, I should have grabbed one.
But it was cool, man, and but like, let's see. Still a couple more places I want to perform in Fort Worth that I haven't yet. But
you want to name them or no?
The Post of Fort Worth, the Post of River East.
Yeah.
Where else? I feel like there's one more.
Post. You want to do the indoor set at Post River East?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, spring. Wait till spring. Do an outside joint. It don't matter. I feel like there's one more spot, but it's not. I'm keep forgetting. It'll come to me. But New Lola's. I haven't done New Lola's yet.
On Barry? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done New Lola's yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. I know it is. But yeah, it's been so far. Other than that, I've done damn near every venue. Every spot.
What do they turn Mass into? It's a new spot now, right? Or
it's going, damn.
Are they working on it? Because I went to the Down and Out when they on their soft open.
I haven't been there yet, but I know where it is.
Nickel City's sister bar or whatever, basically.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's chill. I only went in there because the bartender, Caitlin from Nickel City. Catherine?
Cat.
Okay.
I just call her Cat. Miss Hennessy?
Yes, Miss Hennessy. Yeah.
That's a dope last name.
It is.
Can I get a Hennessy? What?
Yeah, because I was she posted that she was there, or put on her story on Instagram that they had Rolling Rock, and I was like, where are you at? Where's this place?
Rolling Rock.
And she's like, the Down and Out. It's right there off Rosedale. And then I was talking to one of the owners of the bartenders, and he said they were reopening Mass as something else. Well, not reopening.
I remember reading it somewhere, but I forgot what it was.
I can't remember either. But it's still going to be a venue.
I hope so. I mean, it's only right. You know what I'm saying? To keep it a venue. But, hey, man. That's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Dude, I feel like that was sudden when they closed. Like, I didn't... Well, I mean, I hadn't been there. I probably hadn't been there in, like, at least 3 or 4 months when I heard that they announced that they were closing doors. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I did some... Like, I always loved that spot. I always had some fun times. Did some fun gigs. Over the years, like... I've been going to Mass for... almost a decade, maybe, type shit. But But it's fun. It's definitely fun. Had fun. Shout out to everybody who held it down, whoever threw an event, whoever, it's dope, man. We just need more solid hip hop spots, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you ever done like those like Footstep Co did when they did that chill vibe, like that kind of like day show festival kind of thing? You ever performed at one of those?
not really.
No, I was just
No.
wondering because
I mean, nah, not really. I mean, the only type of stuff I did like that this year was like, Arts Gospel, Main Street Art Fest, bigger stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like, as far as it's like how what you're talking about, the only thing I've done like that was, damn, what was that shit called? It was on Ray Street too. It's another thing, but like, I forgot. I forgot. Oh, Solstice. It was called Solstice. And yeah, there was something like that. They would have like three different
stages.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
So,
because I went to that one, and I just went to go see Dank, Dank go hang out, and man, there was all kinds of music there that day. It was ridiculous. It was mosh pit and the freaking asphalt in the back. I was like, that's not the place you need to have a mosh pit at. And then, I mean, but you're right. There needs to be like a solid like a hip hop venue, and I don't really feel like there is like a dedicated one. I feel like there's just multi-purpose venues now,
Right.
and I mean that's how the venue makes the most money.
I mean, one of my advice to artists coming up or whatever, or let's say you've been doing your thing for a while, you got a proper catalog and all that, and like let's say you're not getting shows and stuff, save your money and throw your own shows. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have a middleman or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Throw your own shows. You know? You know what I'm saying? Link up with fellow artists. Y'all can all, bump heads and put ideas together and do something different. Go to other shows and take notes of, you see what they do. It's like, how do you do something better? How do you make it different? How do you make it special? Just do it yourself, and then from there, if you want to do other spots, you can be like, hey, these are my shows. This is what kind of numbers we're bringing in. Come in with some statistics.
Yeah.
Hey, and it'll things will go a lot smoother when if you want to connect with these other places. Other than that, just build relationships. You know what I'm saying? Don't just a lot of people think you just go in and like and just add. I mean, shoot your shot.
Yeah. Send an email.
Yeah,
show up.
Yeah, shoot your shot. But then again, at the end of the day, like people want to see, results and facts. But I just say, hey, throw your own gigs.
Yeah.
And then for any people that are, working on their craft, barely getting started and stuff, I would say don't even worry about shows right now. Just build content. Just record, because that's literally how I started.
Dude, what's your catalog at right now? How many hours of music do you have?
I'm at 5 hours, about 5 hours. But then again, I still have a bunch of stuff just chilling.
Yeah.
In my email, my Dropbox, stuff like that. Just from nonstop recording, and like that way, by the time you get out and you actually do perform and stuff, and then be like, all right, cool. Let's say you drop a little project or whatever, they'll be like, okay, I like his little project, but then they find out you got a bunch of more stuff.
That's exactly
and
what
they
happened.
just go down.
Yeah.
They just go down, the rabbit hole. But I definitely build your content, because like once people gravitate to what you're doing, they're gonna always want more.
So how long did you get, like, when did you go like for all platforms, like Spotify, Apple Music? When did you go all platforms?
2016.
2016.
2016.
That's one thing that I noticed. Like some there are a couple of dudes that I know that are like, oh, I got all my stuff's on SoundCloud, and I'm like, I don't have SoundCloud downloaded, man. Like, and now, I mean, either you have Apple Music or you have Spotify. I mean, there's some people that have Amazon Music, but
even on SoundCloud, I had a few hours of stuff.
Yeah.
Just before I even put it out, before I even put newer stuff out on on bigger platforms, and and work on branding. Work on branding too. You know what I'm saying? So, if you ever do a show or whatever, get some merch. People don't care. Like, they want to support shit. You can just have a basic tee with your logo on it. As long as it's original and people, think it's cool or catchy, they'll buy your stuff. They'll support. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
dude, I'm telling you, the Fort Worth hats with the flip, the runs you're doing right now, like those hats get so many. Like, hey man, where'd you get that hat from? Hey, because everybody's seen the Dallas upside down.
Yeah.
But no one had seen the Fort Worth, and you were just like, I'm gonna make it. And you did. And
not even just with that, just like honestly, since the beginning, like before I met you or anybody, I've been doing my own merch since I was like 18 years old.
Yeah.
And like my only strategy was I did it for myself.
Yeah.
And then people would just be like, yo, what is that? Like, what are you wearing?
That's what I told you, bro. You need to make those Brewed Up JOE.
And like I said, like
jackets.
Even if, like, my original idea for those hats was like, I was just gonna make them for myself, and nobody's gonna have them unless I pass out or somebody just steals it off my head or something like that.
I know. I want a new era fitted one.
But
that one of one.
But yeah, that was always my original goal. So like, I always made stuff for myself because I always had ideas, and then people always just ask me like, "Yo, where'd you get that?" Or like, "Oh, that's you?" I was like, "Yeah," and then they were like, "Yo, you gotta make more," or whatever. And so that's how I get my ideas. I just make my little test product. Wear it.
We need Chug Life jerseys. We need Brewed Up Click T-shirts. I know you said you made those in the past, but that was before.
Oh, I was all lazy. The whole Brewed Up thing, that was like Brewed Up Click. That was all Lazy's idea. Like. I can't really take no credit for that. Like, of course, I made the song Brewed Up and stuff. I'm all about, craft beer and stuff, but like when it came to like Brewed Up Click and the Buck Boys and all that, like that's all Lazy.
But yeah, man.
I'm trying to get them to drop like mixtapes, like either like get some local artists together, have cool stuff, drop mixtapes, maybe drop some screw tapes or something.
Exactly.
I don't know, but he's a busy man. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, man. But I mean, because do we have anybody in Fort Worth that's chopping and screwing? Anything? That's what is it, slowed and reverb? Is that what they say now?
Slowed, slopped, not chopped.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I mean, Full Stepco, he'll do that.
Yeah.
Every track that I've recorded, he always sends me the original and a slowed version, for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he wants you to drop the slowed one too.
We never do. I mean, nothing against him, we never drop them.
But Lazy should do one.
Yeah.
You need like 10 artists. Is there 10 artists that would be willing to do that?
I mean, that wouldn't be hard to put together. But everybody named Mama rapping now.
Yep. I'm gonna record an album. I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not. Man. I can't rap. Bro.
It's just always when you start paying, like even with like podcasters, it's like once I started meeting like one or two podcasters, next thing you know, it's like every other person's a podcaster.
But there's people that like I don't consider myself a podcaster. Mm-hmm. Like yes, I run a small podcast, but I don't have proper mics. I don't have headphones. I don't have all this extra. Like I'm actually.
I mean, a lot of them are in the same boat as you, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, like for me, honestly, this started out so me and my cousin had an excuse to drink, and nobody could tell us like, oh well, we got plans. Like we made plans. We made a schedule. We're gonna shoot a podcast,
but
and
I can't knock them. Like, as long as they enjoy it, they have fun.
And honestly, like me and my cousin, we got to bond and like shoot the shit and giggle and laugh. Man, there's been sometimes we were crying, laughing, and like crazy people, just us two in a room, talking about our memories and shit. So sometimes it's like, well, you know,
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
that's great. That's like, it's deeper. It makes it, gives it deeper meaning.
that's what I always tell my cousin. Like, I always try to touch on mental health. Like, dude, honestly, sometimes I record a podcast by myself just to talk to myself. Just because, like, you can get more out of what your process if you're saying it out loud. So
Yeah.
that's one of my therapeutic things that I do is I'll sit there and I'll talk to myself. And when you say some of your problems out loud, you're like, man, this ain't a problem. You're overthinking some stuff. Like, don't stress out about that. Move on to the next issue. Like, sometimes we overthink everything.
Yeah, we all do. That's facts.
I try not to, but I know I do. All right, so Zone 26,
Zone 26.
and then
Loggers in the Lounge.
Loggers in the Lounge.
Which is out everywhere. You can go get that. Every digital platform. Loggers in the Lounge. JOE 357. Get that.
When's the next single drop?
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Me and Dank 817. The song's called Focus.
Focus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Dane to record an R&B album. We were joking around about the other night.
Hey, Dank's a funny man.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking fun to hang out with.
He will pull up on you. It don't matter where you at, he'll pull up on you.
Oh yeah. Man, he went to that wrestling at that Ridgely Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna have to go to a wrestling event, like one of those small local ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go check one out and take my kids.
What was that? I went to Lagerfest at Turning Point. Like, I didn't know they were having wrestling.
Yeah, dude, there's wrestling like right down the street from there. There's like a wrestling
Yeah.
school. They do wrestling shows every Saturday. Yeah. And I was like, because when I went out there I went out there to see Santa Claus. I took my kids to Turning Point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to that Horror Freak. You ever been out there?
Mm-hmm.
They got like a vintage arcade spot. It's like $10 all you can play. And then they got a store called I think it's called it's Retro Freak, and it's like old vintage toys like Power Rangers and they got all the like Funko Pops
But they got some expensive shit in there.
Yeah, they got a PlayStation 2 like stand from GameStop for $2,000 for $2,000. I was like, man, I didn't know PlayStation 2 that bad. And they got like a horror stuff, like horror toys and movies. And they got like a vintage shop just called Freak, kind of like Dachshund by downtown Fort Worth. But it's just this weird little strip out there by Turning Point. But dude, like I get down on Turning Point. HEB, Euless, Bedford.
Yeah, it's Bedford.
Yeah,
it's Bedford.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, HEB for sure. But
yeah,
Bedford. Yeah.
I've always thought it was so weird that they called all that area Hearst, Euless, Bedford.
That's their DFW.
Yeah, and we're HEB. I was like, HEB's a grocery store. But they've been HEB for a long time. I used to go to school out there, to private school.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get one at some point. Shit.
They got the one in Burleson. Where did they just open another one out there in Alliance, I think?
Yeah. No, it's not Frisco. It's like,
I don't know. HEB,
it's up there.
Like sometimes they got some craft beers that I haven't seen nowhere else.
One of these days I'll just roll through there and see what these white folk up to.
Dude, like I knew a dude, he got a PS5 at HEB in Burleson. Because
really?
they have electronics in there too.
What the fuck?
And I was like, I know they got one of those signature Krogers in Mansfield.
So I remember when the Fiesta down by the Grand Plaza like first came out and like walked up in that bitch, was like, damn, y'all selling furniture and fucking TVs
and work boots
and TVs and shit. Like, what the fuck?
One stop shop, baby. It's the flea market.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
In the AC. Yeah. Some of those Mexican grocery stores.
Same with the Red Plaza. They're trying to get like actual stores and shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to get like.
Do you remember way back, dude? When it was. You remember when it was Town Center?
Of course.
I remember, right? That's where I got my grill, my first grill.
Of course. Yeah.
Had my grill.
Yeah, my homies got their little bottom piece. They couldn't get.
I got the top 6 with the princess cuts.
The white gold bottom piece. I'm that nigga ass stainless steel.
Hey man, it don't change the color of your teeth, man. Like,
oh man,
because I used to have the top 6 and then with the double vampire fangs. I thought it was bad. And that's where I used to get my bootleg Mitchell and Ness throwback jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was.
And then they got a GameStop, and now they started trying to call it a mall. It's like,
dude,
we got a GameStop now.
I was in there and they had a Stone Cold Steve Austin figure that was for pre-order, and I went in there and bought it, and I forgot about it. It was like 3 months later they called me. I was like, "Who's this?" They're like, "It's GameStop." I was like, "Okay." They're like, "Your product's here." I'm like, "What product?" They're like, "You bought a Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he comes in a can, and he's like a little Funko character." It's like, "Oh yeah, when did I buy this?" Pre-order was like 3 months ago. I was like, "But it's there right now, and I already paid for it." They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, I'll be down there to pick it up." But
yeah, that's the thing with like pre-order shit. Same thing with vinyls, man. Vinyls, I got pre-order a vinyl. I'll get that bitch like next year. Yeah. Be like, what is this?
What did I buy? Yeah. That like my oldest son Troy, he's so into vinyls, and then he was telling me, he's like, "I didn't know that the more you play a vinyl, the more you wear it out."
Yeah. And
I was like, "Yeah, that's how it works." Mm-hmm. It's a piece of plastic, and when that needle's going over it, at some point, it's not going to go over it.
Well. The thing with that is, like, a lot of times when it's ruining the vinyl, it's because of the needle most of the time. It's just like, the needle could be going bad, and now it's just like fucking
all your shit up. But yeah.
But I got homies that like buy fucking, that hoard fucking vinyls too. They fucking buy like 3 copies of one. And it's like, I gotta get this one, I gotta get the special edition. I gotta get the black one to play. I gotta get the clear one to chill.
Yeah, the red one. Yeah, that's what my son was telling me about. He's like, I was at Doc's. They had a Trippie Redd album, but it wasn't the red one, so I didn't buy it. I was like, okay. He's like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, yeah, the vinyl's a different color. He's like, yeah, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, there's some that but because he likes vinyl, and honestly, the only place to buy vinyl is local. Like around here, like we don't have like there's not even major record stores. You go to Best Buy and they've got like maybe like 30 vinyls in there.
I mean, it's nothing. Definitely support your local record stores for sure.
Yeah, Doc's has so much of my money for records.
Yeah,
and so does Record Town, because every time we go over there, it's at least $30 just to leave.
I haven't been to Record Town really like that, or if I have, I didn't really buy anything. I've been to Panther City Vinyl. I bought a couple shit.
Dude, I don't think I've even been to Panther. Where's that one at?
On Magnolia.
On Magnolia? I need to go.
Doc's for sure, and then if you haven't been to the one on Ray Street, Born Lake Records.
Yeah, that one I was telling you in Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
The Freak. It's a vintage store, but they have records. They had a 3-6 Mafia first pressing for $300 out there. And their sister store is that one on Ray Street. I bought Troy a Childish Gambino shirt in there.
If you like for the people out there, if you like band tees, go to Born Lake Records on Ray Street. Like that's my gold mine.
They have like 3 rooms.
That's my gold mine for band t-shirts. Like
they had a Pantera shirt in there for like I think $400.
I always go and come out with like 4 or 5 shirts, so it's just like. And then people always ask me like, "What you know about that?" I was like, I only buy band shirts that I'm actually artists that I actually listen to. So
just walking around with a Metallica shirt on, you can't name 5 songs.
I was like, who the fuck doesn't know Metallica?
There's people out there, bro. Believe me.
I'm like Ice Cube. I like your favorite artist knows Metallica.
Yeah.
Like, That's that's like what I'm saying. Like that's like the Snoop Dogg of rock. Like,
Yeah. I want to go to that show, that Pantera Metallica show.
What was the last one I bought? It was a Godsmack, Three Doors Down, like tour shirt. I got a Megadeth shirt. I think my favorite is this Disturbed shirt I have. It's like, it's bleached like from halfway going down. And it's fucking sick. I don't wear it as often, but it's sick. What else I got? I got a bunch of different shit.
Those one of ones, the ones that no one else is rocking.
Right. I mean, even if they, even if somebody else has it, I always try to like put a little touch on it. Like a lot of times when I buy stuff, or if I buy something somebody has, I usually tweak it a little bit, or I just have something nobody else really has.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at stuff like, yo, can I make this better, or is it good how it is?
Is it good like this?
I'm gonna start one.
We're at 46 minutes.
Okay.
You want this last beer?
Oh, sure.
I'll open it for you. I already killed mine, and I gotta chill. So.
Watched any cool TV shows lately?
Man, I started watching that Wednesday, and I think I only made it through like 4 episodes, and I fell asleep. But that's when.
Is it like dark or is it just like funny?
It's kind of. I mean, it's along the lines of both. Like, it's not like over the top like horror, but like there's like subtle stuff.
Okay.
And from what I remember, let's put it that way. But that girl that plays Wednesday, Jenna Ortega, she was the little girl, or she was the younger sister on that show where that guy, he's like a murderer.
Oh, girl.
I didn't know it was her.
I remember.
But she used to be on the Disney Channel too. And then that's when Dank made a post. He was like, when you're attracted to Wednesday, it's creepy, but when you're attracted to Jenna Ortega, it's okay. Because she's playing a girl in high school, but she's like 29, or she's like 20 something years old. But that concept of in your head, like, oh no, like, and I told Dank, I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. Like, when you think about it that way, being attracted to a girl that's playing a little girl, it's kind of fucked up.
But
what have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Have you ever watched 60 Days In?
Is that the one where they're in jail?
People volunteer to go
dude,
to be a rat.
Yeah, the only time I ever watched it, that one dude was like, I want to say he was like ex-military or something, and he was the one. He's like, he goes and he gives them the signal, like he figured it out, like, come on, get me out of here. And he's like, my shoulder hurts, looking at the camera, and he's like, my shoulder, I need to see a doctor. And it's like, bro, you're like giving yourself away. Everyone in there's like, yeah, there's a rat in here for sure. That dude keeps talking about his shoulder staring at the camera.
I've seen like I'm watching the latest season right now, but I've seen pretty much all the seasons, and like people do some dumb ass shit on there. But like the new season now, the contestants are actually like ex inmates.
Oh yeah.
So they're like,
so they know how they can fit in a little bit better.
Yeah, but then some of them kind of like revert that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah. It's like,
and one dude was
I'm about to take this over for 60 days.
Yeah, one dude was like losing his sanity. He's like, he had to quit. Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine doing that. Like signing up for that. Like, I'm voluntarily. What do they get out of it?
Well, of course they get notoriety, but like at the same time, like I was looking it up, they only get like $3,000 an episode. So it's just like, so if you stay for the whole 60 days, and then those usually the 60, the season's like 15 episodes, so $3,000 times 50. Like
15. Is that 45 grand?
Something like that. And then you got taxes.
So like $30,000 for, but that's only for
but then again,
2 months.
If I were to do it, I'd be like, yo, can I get a royalty? Like if y'all re-air it or whatever.
Oh, for sure. Like who was that dude? You know that one Mexican actor that plays a Mexican in every movie? He was like Hector in the first.
Like Danny Trejo.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure they've been in a movie together. I can't remember his name, but he's a bald Mexican dude with a mustache. He was Hector in the first Fast and the Furious, like the leader of the Mexican gang or
I think
group.
I know what you're talking about. But
he's in like Bruce Almighty, and like he's a motivational speaker. And he said, "I was in the streets and everything."
Yeah.
And then I made one Burger King commercial back in the day, and then they kept sending me a check every month.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that's where the majority of his money is royalties. Like, like he would take like less money on some acting gigs as long as he got royalties. So like every time they show Bruce Almighty on TV, that dude gets like $1,500 for it.
Right.
And it's
that's
like,
where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, that's what is it? What do they call that? Whatever income.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Shark Tank too. So like,
yeah,
Mr. Wonderful is always like, royalty.
Yeah,
I want this in my investment until I make it back, and then I want royalty. Like he's like,
yeah, because I watched that one the
Death
other day.
Row Records.
He's like, well, he goes, I'll give you what did he say? A venture debt. So I'll give you like $600,000, and then you pay me 6% back until you pay me back that money, and then you only pay me 3% after that. And the guy's like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna pay you $600,000 and continue to pay you 3% after that. And he's like, no deal. He's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like there's like I get it like that, but that business side, that's a whole nother side, man.
I mean, I understand a lot of them, but like a lot of them like be like, saying it's like this is their stuff, and like there's something. It's something that they generational wealth.
Yeah.
As but then a lot of them they come in there unprepared. They ain't got no numbers and like that, and so like and then somehow they still get a deal.
Yeah.
And they still be turning it down. Like, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, there's money, man. But some people just don't. I don't know. A lot of it is drive and initiative, and then
you can always cook up another idea.
Yeah. Well,
always.
like some of those people, they have like $100,000 invested in their idea, and now they're trying to make it really blow up.
Well, and at the same time, a lot of them don't start it from nothing. They'll be like, oh, we put $500 in a piece, or just me put $500 in. This is where we're at. Type of shit. So that's cool. A lot of them, they come in already have numbers and stuff, but like they just can't get the inventory or shit like that.
The warehouse space, the shipping and receiving, the end of it. Yeah.
That's another thing I'm noticing out here. All these fucking warehouses and shit building up.
Dude, we got 3 Amazons in Fort Worth now, I think.
It's gonna be shit, probably more.
You can part-time Amazon deliver parts in your own, or deliver packages in your own car.
Yeah, I'd be like, they'd be like, yeah, your shit's delivered. And I look outside, there's a Jeep pulling off or some shit. Like
some random Jeep.
Yeah.
No sign on it, no nothing.
Man,
like,
I go puff this shit.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking Uber Eats this fucking
because I DoorDashed. I was DoorDashing for a while. And then it just got to the point when gas got too high that it wasn't profitable. I was losing money.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody who be, DoorDashing, doing all that, Lyft, Uber, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
For sure.
Y'all the troopers, for real.
Dude, those are some of my favorite conversations with Uber drivers. Every time I get in the Uber driver's car, I feel like, all right, this is going to be a cool conversation. And the weirdest one I ever had, this dude, I was talking about going to the strip club. And not really my jam. I don't go to the strip club very often. Honestly, I've only been twice. And it was just like, all right,
twice.
I'm finna go. I'm finna go. And then we were talking and he was like, oh, well, what do you think about the strip club that you're going to? I was like, I've never been there before, bro. I go, honestly, I like real women. Like I don't know. Like it just seems like it's all for show and fake in there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're working.
Yeah, I know they are. In my mindset, that's the only reason. That's one of the reasons I don't go to a strip club, because it's like, hey, I'm gonna spend money on this. I kind of just would rather spend money and hang out with a girl, like an actual girl, and like let's go get dinner and a movie and go to the club.
The trick is to bring women with you
to the strip club.
Mm-hmm. That's how I went to the Flocker girls with me.
learning.
We're having a great time.
I was just chilling.
I get to watch. I just go to chill. Like I just go to chill, and then like somehow the beers are cheap there. So like a lot of times I go, it's like $3 beers, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just chill, and I don't spend no money.
Yeah. Well, I've been going to the wrong strip clubs then apparently, because I spent way too much money that night.
You know, we go in there and chill. The girls are having a great time. I'm just in the background, posted up, like, you know. And then somehow I always meet people somehow out of weirdness. It's like, I remember one time I went, this dude was giving me money to tip the girl. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I tell him, go tip the bitch. And he's like, no, man, here you go, man, go have a good time. I'm like, man, this dude give me like $20. I'll go over there and throw $5 and walk back.
Like, just flew by my beers.
I was like, hell yeah. I guess I was like, damn.
Dude, some people just got money. They don't know what to do with.
Yeah, somebody just get off on that shit. This is weird. For real. Real shit. Real shit. Yo, go tip her, grab her ass. I was like, I remember one time I had this, I don't know if you ever, there was a strip club called Temptations. I used to be like going west, off 20 going west towards Alito type shit, west towards Alito, Hazel.
Yeah.
And they were open to like 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah. So like I remember we were in there like probably like 3. It was probably like 2:30 already at least. It was two guys that I know. They're like strip club popular. Cause you know they trap and shit, and they always come with money and stuff like that. So and they knew the staff very well. So like we're all chilling, and the homie's like, "Yeah, talk to my boy right here." So this girl sits in my lap, and we're chilling, talking. I'm talking to her, and then next thing you know, she just starts falling asleep in my lap. I just started smacking her ass. Every time she was dozing off, I smack her ass. I was like, "Yo, wake up." This shit was hilarious, and like that shit was funny, but like yeah, it was cool, and then plus it was BYOB and shit. It's like
that's where I go.
But it was a hood ass fucking strip club. Thankfully I never been in a club or a strip club and shit pops off. Like it's like.
Dude, I don't think I've been in a bar when it popped off. Like, I had never been in there with like a couple fights. I've seen a couple of fights in my day.
Yeah, usually if something happens, it's just between two people, and I was like, cool. Yeah. But like, it was one time something actually popped off. But it wasn't a strip club or nothing. We were downtown Fort Worth it was called V Lounge at the point.
Yeah, Studio 80 is at now.
Yeah, where Studio is right now, and me and my homies were all out there. We're chilling. Like, cause usually when we used to go downtown, we used to go deep. Mm-hmm. Like, we used to be like 15, 20, 25. Like, we don't just, it's not just 5 people linking together. Like, we unite.
We taking over.
Like, we unite. And then, other people do the same shit. So, it's a lot of people out there. Everybody's chilling, vibing. And next thing you know, 2 dudes get into it over a chick or something like that. Next thing you know, somebody threw a chair. And I was just like, it reminded me of that Boondocks episode. Somebody threw a chair, and next thing you know, a whole battle royale started. So that was basically what happened. Somebody threw a chair or some shit, and next thing you know, there's bottles, there's glass flying. No. So this is me going through the whole shit. I'm ducked down. I get out of there smooth and easy. I hop over the balcony.
The balcony, yeah.
The little, well, not necessarily balcony,
It's just
but
the patio.
Yeah, I hop over the patio fence, and I'm like chilling, and I'm like waiting for my homies to come out. Man, I see people coming out like either bruised or some people got hit with glass. They're fucking bleeding and cut up. I'm like, God damn.
Y'all look bad, man. I got out of there when I did.
Man, I looked up to the sky and said, thank God. I was like, one of my homies, one of my homies and one of my homegirls got hit. But it wasn't like fatal or nothing, thankfully. Yeah. But like they got a little bit of cut. One girl got cut a little bit. Another dude just got a little bruise. But like somebody in there got fucked up though. Somebody got in there fucked up. I didn't know who it was and I didn't see it, but I already know somebody got fucked up. It was too many people in there. Somebody got fucked up.
Yeah.
And like that was crazy. But yeah,
I ain't never been out there when nothing like that went down.
Yeah, but a lot of times when shit pops off, it's just usually between two people. They settle like a man type shit.
I see some dudes get tackled in Deep Ellum one time, and the cops take them in. But that's the closest I've never seen nothing like that. A full-out brawl break out.
Yeah. Or if anybody pulled a gun on anybody, they didn't really use it. They shot in the air or some shit, or just pulled it on somebody and just scared them off type shit. But thankfully my homies got stories for days. I'm sure your homies got stories. Shit, you probably got stories. Shit, but like
I got no stories about people pulling guns and stuff.
But like thankfully I feel like something's watching over me. Like
that's
I never really been in a situation like that.
That's what I told my cousin. Someone's watching over me. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure why, but I be leaving some pretty dicey situations unscathed sometimes. Yeah. And kind of that's when I start wondering about purpose. What am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Right.
All right, man. I think we're going to call it. I think we're almost at an hour. Anything you want to plug?
Brewed Up Joe. Like, you just brewed up a cup of coffee. Brewed Up Joe on all social media. Definitely follow me. I got a bunch of stuff on the way. More gigs, more merch. Definitely follow my boy right here. Leave some comments. And hey, give us some suggestions on his next episode. Sure. Give him topics. Stuff like that. Anybody else? Recommend anybody else you want on the podcast.
If you want to do the podcast, just let me know. We'll figure it out.
Man, pay it forward. Anybody got a brand or anything you want to plug, man? Hit my homie up with some merch, and and for the shout out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hit my man up, and that's all I got. That's about it.
All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. I need another beer.